But you get me out in public or
You won't believe what just went down backstage. Brock Lesnar, the Beast incarnate, unleashed an absolutely massive beatdown on Bronson Reed in one of the most jaw-dropping moments we've ever seen. This wasn't just another fight. It was an epic, no-holds-barred attack that left everyone stunned. Brock came back with a vengeance, proving once again why he's one of the most feared men in sports entertainment. If you thought Brock was done, think again. He's stronger and more dangerous than ever. Get ready, because this backstage brawl is going to change everything. And we're breaking down every intense second right here. Don't blink, because this is one for the history books. The Parking Garage Showdown. When Justice Strikes. It was exactly 11:23 p.m. in the shadowy, dimly lit parking garage beneath WWE headquarters, the kind of place where secrets fester and conspiracies take root. Bronson Reed was there, apparently comfortable and confident, meeting with international operatives to receive his next assignment in the ongoing campaign of psychological warfare aimed at eliminating wrestlers who threatened the corporate order. A security guard who witnessed the scene recalled the chilling irony. Reed was laughing with his handlers, boasting about his success in manipulating other performers and celebrating his role as a corporate enforcer. He treated the systematic destruction of human minds like it was an entertaining board game, unaware that his own reckoning was moments away. Suddenly, the atmosphere shifted. The sound of heavy, measured footsteps echoed through the concrete corridor, a sound that stopped everyone in their tracks. This wasn't the hurried stomp of anger or panic, but the slow, deliberate approach of a man who had planned this moment down to the second. Brock Lesnar had returned, and he was savoring the impending justice. Evidence in hand. The Beast's mission of reckoning. What made Brock's approach even more terrifying was not just his fearsome presence, but the tangible proof he carried with him. Files and documentation detailing Bronson Reed's deep involvement in the corporate psychological warfare program. An insider revealed that these records, classified at the highest corporate levels, exposed every secret meeting, every manipulated mind, every broken spirit Reed had contributed to. The files spanned over 200 pages, photographs, audio recordings, testimonies, all meticulously collected by Brock himself. Reed wasn't just a victim or a pawn, he was a mercenary torturer, a key player in a sinister network designed to break independent wrestlers and bend them to corporate will. The dark truth. Reed's role as corporate enforcer. Brock's fury was focused and precise as he detailed Reed's role in these programs. Reed was more than muscle. He was the intimidating force sent to physically soften targets before they faced advanced psychological manipulation. His presence loomed like a dark cloud over Jacob Fatu, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and others, intimidating them into submission before pharmaceutical conditioning and mind control took hold. Even more horrifying was Reed's use of threats against innocent family members to weaken wrestlers' spirits, a cruel tactic that weaponized fear to enforce compliance. Brock's voice cut through the silence. You threatened wrestlers' children and spouses, using their safety as a weapon. The revelation struck hard. This wasn't just professional misconduct, it was psychological terrorism. Using intimidation and fear to strip wrestlers of their autonomy and break their spirits, Reed became an agent of corporate terror. Corruption and greed. The price of betrayal. The depth of Reed's betrayal didn't stop at intimidation. Brock exposed how greed corrupted his loyalty, turning him into a mercenary torturer for hire. Reed received enormous bonuses, $500,000 for each wrestler he helped break, millions for those who fully succumbed. This wasn't some rogue operation. It was a well-funded, corporate-backed program with budgets and incentives, treating human minds like commodities to be bought, sold, and broken. Brock's voice dripped with disgust as he condemned Reed's mercenary motives. You weren't convinced by ideology. You were just a bought weapon, a tool for torture. The attack. Justice delivered with surgical precision. What followed was a horrifying 8 minutes captured on security footage. Brock Lesnar's brutal, systematic assault on Bronson Reed. This was no emotional outburst, but cold, calculated justice. Every strike, every takedown was executed with the precision of someone who had rehearsed this moment countless times. Witnesses described Brock's movements like a relentless predator on a mission. Medical professionals later marveled at the surgical destruction of Reed's physical ability to intimidate, the very tool that made him valuable to corporate psychological warfare. Every broken bone, every crushed muscle was designed to strip Reed of his power, to ensure he could never again threaten another wrestler or serve as a corporate enforcer. Verbal retribution, teaching through pain. Adding to the physical destruction, Brock accompanied each brutal move with words of condemnation and explanation, ensuring Reed understood exactly why he was being punished. His voice rang out on recordings. This is for every wrestler you intimidated. This is for every family you threatened. This is for every broken mind your violence made vulnerable. Each injury was a lesson, a physical manifestation of justice for every life Reed had damaged. The attack wasn't just about punishment. It was about sending a message to the entire wrestling industry. The ripple effect. Hope for wrestlers. Everywhere. The impact of Brock's attack went beyond Reed's destruction. Wrestlers who had lived under Reed's shadow suddenly saw hope. If Brock could survive and fight back against these psychological torture programs, so could they. Backstage, conversations shifted as performers began sharing stories, realizing they were victims of a larger conspiracy. Brock's defiance sparked a new resistance, a movement to expose and dismantle the corporate torture network, threatening the very soul of wrestling.